Hey, what's up YouTube? Dan Whalen here, and today I'm going to show you 3 different ways to cut a cigar. Before we get started, could you please hit that like and subscribe button? It really helps me out. Stay tuned for more videos. Alright, so we're going to jump right on into it. We're going to start with the punch cut. So what I have right here is a little keychain cigar punch. So it looks like a little bullet, but I got this off Amazon for about $5. And what you're going to do is before or after you put it on your keychain, you're going to unscrew the little cap here. And what you have is this little metal round piece. If you see this little metal round piece, that is what's going to go into the head of the cigar. We have a Cuba cigar today, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the punch. I'm going to just press it into the head of the cigar. You're going to press it all the way through. See how it's all the way through that and all the metal is gone? And then you're going to pull it out. What you're left with on the cigar is a hole that you're going to puff through. The draw with the punch, it's, I'd say, a little difficult if you're a beginner. If you're more experienced, this should be nothing to you. I would take this very lightly. What you do after that is when you've already punched it out, inside the hole here, there's going to be a little piece of the head of the cigar, and what you do is there's a little button or little press here. You're going to press it, and out pops the piece that you cut out. And that is the punch for a cigar. I really like this thing. I bought it for myself. I thought, man, you know what? You never know when you're going to want to have a cigar, and I'd rather always have one on my keychain. Next, I'm going to show you the V-cut. This was given to me by a friend of mine, and I'm going to be honest, this is probably my personal favorite when it comes to cutting a cigar. It's just enough of an inhale, or it's just the perfect amount of draw, and I feel like you don't make as much of a mess with this one as you would do with the guillotine or the straight cut, which we're going to get to that next. But on this V-cut, you have a little port or little round pit right here, and that's where the head of the cigar is going to go. And when you put the head of the cigar in that, you're going to line it up, and you're going to very quickly snap the cutter, so that way it cuts the head into a V-cut like this. All right, once you cut that, what you're left with is a V in the head of the cigar. It's a V cut. Now, like I said, this one's probably my most favorite. It's the least messy, and like I said, the draw is perfect. It's not too much, it's not too little. I definitely have the best time when I do a V cut, and I thank my friend every day for this. This cutter, if I had to guess, would be about $20 on Amazon. Definitely pretty cool. It came with a little leather case. I try to carry this around with me, but at the same time, if I don't have this one, I go to the punch cut that's always on my keychain, which at any given moment is always convenient. Next, I'm going to show you the guillotine cut or the straight cut. This one is standard. You are going to probably see this more often than none. This is, I think, the cheap version of it. I bought this at just a liquor store nearby. It was about $3, but in a cinch, it was really convenient to have it. So what you do is you take the head of the cigar, you stick it right into the hole here, then you clip it. Perfect. Once you do that, you're left with this flat, headless port where you can smoke out of, you can inhale it. This is going to give you your most draw because of the amount of tobacco that is exposed. The only problem I have with the guillotine cut is if you do it incorrectly, you don't really get a second chance of cutting it unless you start very slow. But sometimes I feel, it happens to me too, and I've been smoking for a long time. Sometimes you'll get a fray around the head of the cigar. Like if the paper around it or the tobacco leaf itself will start to fray out. Sometimes you'll get a little bit of debris or some kind of, I guess you could use the word pulp. That'd be a word I would mind using, I guess. But sometimes as it's in your mouth, the tobacco will kind of get around and you have to spit it all out. But all in all, this is definitely the quickest way to get the best draw. Like I said, you get just an infinite amount out of it. I feel like on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say this is probably a 5. I'd say my favorite's still the V-cut. The V-cut, like I said, is just where it's at for me. This is how I like to smoke it. I don't know how any of you like to smoke it, or if any of you have ever tried these. Let me know down in the comments below. But yeah, no, this is definitely what I like to do. I definitely prefer the V-cut, and those are 3 different ways that you can cut a cigar. Please, again, if you could, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will see you in the next video, and stay good, YouTube.